Welcome to Spirit River Podcast here again from the beautiful Lewis River. And oh my God, it has been raining cats and dogs for 3 days. I'm ready for the sunshine. And guess what? It's going to be 89 degrees on Sunday, and we are getting the kayaks out. Yay! I am here today with my good friend Rebecca Francis. Rebecca and I met maybe about a year ago or 2 years ago. I can't remember exactly. But Rebecca has been climbing the corporate ladder and has been in the wellness industry with essential oils and such for 40 years. And since we are both so passionate about wellness and the oils, we would love to share with you some of the little tidbits that we have learned over the many, many years. So, Rebecca, together we have about 80 to 100 years of experience.
Yes, we do.
Oh my God, are we really that old?
Say it fast, yes.
So, so if you wouldn't mind, can you tell the audience, my audience and your audience a little bit about you? And I know you're in the UK because you have a very beautiful British accent, and I used to live there. So,
Oh, well, first and foremost, thank you so much, Petra, for making this happen. It's something we've been talking about for a long time, and the universe has just given us this space now and this time that's right for us to do this. And I'm so excited for the journey ahead for both of us with our podcasts. So, to introduce myself, well, I started my essential oil journey about 40 years ago. I was a child. I wasn't. And literally, a friend of mine phoned me up one day and said, "What do you know about essential oils?" And I said, "Well, it's kind of smelly stuff, isn't it?" And the only thing I knew about essential oils was the fact that my grandma used to give me these little sachets with lavender in them to put them in my knicker drawer. And I had no idea why I was doing it, but my knickers would smell of lavender. And I realized when I started this journey that lavender's an insecticide, so it kept the moths out of my knickers, which was amazing. And this has set up this whole 40-year passion, and I've, as Petra rightly says, I've worked within the wellness space and with essential oils for all of that time, to the extent that I brought my children up first and foremost with essential oils. My boys, who are now both fathers and married, and bringing the essential oils to their children as well. When they were little, they would always shout, whatever happened in the house, I would go and get the lavender, because lavender is incredible. We could do a whole podcast on lavender. And the boys used to shout, "Oh no, Mum's gone to get the lavender," as I would plaster them with it as my cure-all. And it really works. It was amazing. So that was my journey. And I think the first thing to kind of say is that we all take one step into this, don't we? We all have that moment when we're introduced to essential oils, and many of us have many moments where we're introduced and we try a bit and then we think, "Oh, I'm not too sure," and we back off, and then we try again, and then somebody mentions something else and you try a little bit more, and it's just having that confidence to grow. So tell me, Petra, what was your first introduction to essential oils?
oh my goodness. So, I have been known by my friends walking around on our street in Germany, in Bavaria, on Königsberger Straße, with a little bag that had patchouli, lavender, and a fake jasmine because nobody could afford it. And I would put it on people's feet or
Hmm.
on their owies. And I was
Oh,
4 years old.
oh. Do you
And
know?
it,
Sorry.
it's funny, how these things continue. But when you just spoke and mentioned lavender, my son used to run out of the room because when he was little, I always treated everything with homeopathy and essential oils. that
Yeah.
was given, and there were diffusers going all the time.
Mm, mm. That just resonates so much with me because when I was 8, I used to get petals, rose petals, and crush them up and put them in little bottles of water. And I used to sit with a little table by the side of my road trying to sell these potions. And I used to say, you need to get them quick because after about half an hour, they smell like swamp water.
Well,
So us
the
as children, we defined our lives, didn't we?
we did. And the good news is that now we have really good rose oil. We can get it, but unfortunately, it's gotten a little bit expensive.
Yeah,
I think last time I bought, what is it, a 5 milliliter or
yeah.
0.5? The
Five
little pink
milliliter.
bottles were
Yeah, little
so
one.
over $300.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah. Wow.
But there
Um,
is a story around that, which I think that's just a whole separate show, right? On rose oil
Absolutely.
and
Yeah,
healing during the plague, because it's such a big story.
yeah.
Today, we're here to just cover for you the idea of, all right, so if you wake up one morning and you see essential oils everywhere on the news and you say, well, what are essential oils and why is everybody talking about it and what's it about? Why are they so powerful?
Absolutely. So you're in totally the right place with the right people today. If you've ever wondered what essential oils are, why so many people use them, and whether they are more than just a nice smell, then you're in the right place today. I think I want to give some context to our audience because I think sometimes we're seen as very much new age and using, alternative medicine and all that sort of stuff. But actually, the latest stats in the USA are that the essential oil world is a $10.3 billion industry. And they project that by 2033, it's going to be a $21 billion industry. And globally, currently, it's sitting at $30 billion because essential oils are used in so many different countries around the world. And that's projected to go to about 56 billion in 2033. So there's lots of people using essential oils around the world, and you're going to be one of them. So, can you see that the essential oil world has exploded over the last few decades? But actually, the roots of essential oils are very much in ancient civilizations, including the Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, the Chinese. And we have our very own story about baby Jesus as well in the Christian Bible, who was given the two most precious gifts of all at that time, as precious as gold, and they were frankincense and myrrh, essential oils.
Yes.
Yeah. So essential oils are used for health, beauty, spiritual practices, and very much daily lives. In my world, my mantra is always there's an oil for that. No matter what it is, what happens, there's always an essential oil that I can look at and use. So none of what we're going to be talking about today is new at all. And essential oils are for everyone. And that's really important to look at as well. So, my passion is to help inform, educate, and empower people to use what the planet has given us, our very own natural pharmacy. Today, what we're going to do is a bit of a whistle stop guide to what essential oils are, where they come from, how they're used, why quality matters so much. And a lot of these topics we will be giving deeper dives in later podcasts. It's really important to note that when we talk about essential oils, as in Petra and I, we talk about top quality, pure therapeutic essential oils. And we're going to explain so much more about that in other podcasts, but we're talking about the top quality oils. A question I often get asked is that can all plants produce essential oils? And the answer is actually no. Some of the compounds within essential oils are what can be used in therapeutic use, but other plants don't produce anything that can be used at all. It's all about the chemical compounds within those plants. So, for example, rose, lavender, peppermint, lemon all produce essential oils. Whereas when we look at our garden and common vegetables, they don't produce essential oils in the main. So it's actually a relatively small percentage of the world's plant species that produce essential oils, and that can be extracted in meaningful quantities. And again, we're going to talk about the reasons why some oils are so rare and so expensive, as Petra's rightly said, rose oil, because it takes so much plant material and the extraction method is so complicated to get that top quality oil that it means that it is at a higher price.
So, Rebecca, how
Yeah.
many leaves of roses, how many rose petals do you need to produce a very small bottle of rose oil?
10,000.
It's 50,000.
Is it? Well, 5 mil, 10 mil,
5 mil.
5 mil.
Yeah, I don't even
Okay.
know if they make the 10 mil bottles.
I don't think anyone can afford it.
It is so fast.
50,000. Yeah.
50,000. Imagine one rose. How many petals are on one rose?
I guess,
Maybe 10 or 20, maybe.
yeah, I would say 20 easily.
You can imagine
Yeah.
if you do the math, how many roses
Yeah.
you would need. And then
Yeah.
it's a special rose that has to be grown just for the
Yeah.
oil, the Madagascar rose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and that is very, very fragrant. And that is how you get that extraordinary smell. But I don't buy rose oil for the smell. I buy rose oil only for medicinal purposes.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
works on anxiety. It works on viruses. It was used during the plague,
Mhm.
the Black Plague in France. It was,
Well, the child's nursery rhyme, ring a roses,
yes.
pocket full of posies. Roses was the thing for plague.
Yeah. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Well, sorry, I had to interject.
No, brilliant. Yeah, no, it's great.
It's such a wonderful, the other day I was holding a lemon in my hand and it was so much oil was emitting from the skin of that lemon
Mm,
that my hands were oily. And then I
yeah.
thought, oh my God, I'm throwing that away. I've got to get a distiller and make my own lemon oil because I just can't throw out lemon peel anymore.
No. No, you can use it for so many things, can't you? It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And
So
that,
going back to the Bible with
mm,
myrrh and frankincense for the baby Jesus, when the three wise men came, there were also other oils involved, like spikenard, right?
yeah.
What
Hmm.
do you know about that oil? Do you have any knowledge about that oil? Not so much. Well,
No.
spikenard, I guess, was used to embalm people in the ancient days. So it would preserve the body. And
Mm,
they found in Tutankhamun's tomb in Egypt, they found these alabaster jars that were 5,000 years old, sealed completely with essential oil
yeah.
in them. And why do you think they were buried with the pharaohs? Because the oils were so precious. And,
Mm,
I have the name Petra after the city Petra in
yeah.
Jordan, which was the oil and spice trading city of the world. So I had to get into essential oils being named like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And when they opened Tutankhamun's tomb, they actually said that they could smell lavender when they opened it.
Wow,
The smell was still there after all those years.
that's extraordinary.
Incredible. Yeah, really, really powerful.
Well, I use frankincense because I teach Reiki and I do workshops. So I have
Mm,
this little frankincense burner. and I put frankincense resin and myrrh resin, and I burn it in the morning to clear the house, and then
Yeah.
open all the doors.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's used for clearing the energy
Yeah.
of a house or your own energy. You can also put frankincense on the roof of your mouth and on the top of your head. It helps you think more clearly. And oh, frankincense itself has hundreds of applications that are
I
useful.
think we should do a podcast on frankincense alone. There's so
Yeah,
many things we could
yeah,
talk about with it. It's an
yeah.
incredible oil. And that's why it's known as the king of oils,
Mhm.
because it is really the most valuable of oils with so many different qualities, and also used very much in the spiritual realm as well. And it is the smell. If you're not sure what the smell of frankincense is, if you have been into a church, an old church where they have the things that they go backwards and forwards with, I don't know what they're called,
I
the
don't know.
incense burners, of course they are.
Incense burner.
Um, that smell is frankincense.
Hmm.
So you will recognize that smell. And exactly as Petra says, you can see the essential oils when you peel an orange, when you peel a lemon, the little sacks of essential oil are there, and that smell is so much more powerful than if you cut a lemon open. So, and they use the essences also in cookery as well because it's so concentrated.
Hmm.
But also when you crush the flower of a lavender, you go past a lavender bush and you crush it, you're releasing the essential oil sacs. And peppermint as well is another one, which is incredibly fragrant, releasing those sacs that you can do within your own gardens, within your own plants at home, which is lovely. So depending on the plant material being used, there are oils can be extracted from flowers, as we've talked about, from lavender, geranium, ylang ylang, one of my favorites, and rose. Leaves such as eucalyptus and peppermint. Bark, cinnamon bark, very powerful essential oil. The roots, so your gingers and your vetivers, and seeds, coriander seeds give us essential oil, as well as the fruit peels for all of our citrus oils. And frankincense and myrrh are actually resins, and they are extracted by a method called tapping, which is very like the rubber industry. And again, as we've said, we can have a whole topic on that. But what these compounds do within the plant world is they help to protect the plants from disease, from insects, from environmental stress, and they also attract pollinators because the insects are attracted to them because of their fragrance as well. So what we're doing is we're harnessing the essential oils, which is naturally the plant's aromatic chemistry, because our bodies work in a very similar way and have similar building blocks to plants. That's why they transpose so well into us as well. But do all plant species of essential oils of plants give us essential oils? And the answer is no. So lavender, for example, there are over 300 varieties of lavender. And only one lavender is known as the top quality therapeutic lavender, and that's called Lavandula augustifolia. So when you're looking on your labels, you want to look out for that. And the top quality lavender is grown in two places in the world. It's grown in Provence at high altitude and also in Bulgaria. That's not to say that lavender isn't grown in lots and lots of other places. We see that if you've ever been to France, you will see the beautiful fields in France of lavender, and that lavender is very much used in the perfume industry. And then you see the lavender fields in Norfolk in the UK, and that lavender's used in soaps and toiletries and things like that because they're a different species.
For the top quality therapeutic lavender, it's a bit like fine wine. You need to have the right soil, the right climate conditions, the right practices, and the right material to start with. Like with grapes, they have to be the right type of grapes, and this is exactly the same with essential oils. I
So
do want to point,
is lavender something that we use for mosquito bites,
yeah,
cuts, to calm down, for anxiety? It can
yes.
be used for sleeping.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's one of the best things I've ever come across for burns. I always have lavender in my kitchen. If you ever burn yourself, just put neat lavender on it. I had a friend who was doing something. She was making some gravy in the microwave, and she took it out of the microwave and she put this spoon in it, and the thing exploded, and it
Oh,
literally went up, hit the ceiling, and came down, and it caught her face in the meantime. And she got to the sink and she got neat lavender and cold water and neat lavender, and she kept dousing herself. That within an hour, the sting and everything had gone. And the next day, she had a couple of blisters on her top where she'd missed putting the lavender, and the rest of it was fine.
so
So
neat
always have
meaning
it.
she used lavender straight.
Yes,
You
yes,
know, I heard, I had read in one of the essential oil books that there was a scientist who played with essential oils, and there was a laboratory that exploded,
yeah.
and his hand caught fire. It was Gottefos. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Rene Gatfoss, yeah,
Gatfoss,
yeah,
Gatfoss,
yeah,
Gatfoss. And he stuck his hand in the vessel of lavender and never had any scarring.
yeah.
Whereas if he had not done that, his hand would have really scarred. So
Mm.
this is good to keep in your medicine cabinet, wouldn't you say,
Absolutely.
Rebecca?
Absolutely. It's vital for me to have lavender in your medicine
Gosh,
cabinet.
I'm just thinking now we should do a show just on what oils to have in an emergency kit when
Yes.
you're with children camping or doing anything.
Yeah.
Just to
Yeah.
have a few little bottles of different oils handy for you in your
Yeah.
car that doesn't take up a lot of space, and you can have that and know how to apply it.
Yeah.
And so that would be a good one for the next show. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, definitely, because you can have your own little first aid kit that's so portable and you can use it for so many different things that I think that would be a great show. I think that would be really interesting for people and a great starting place as well, because you
Mhm.
don't need lots of oils to get started. You just need the right ones.
And
And
it doesn't have to be expensive.
no,
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 because some of these oils that are so powerful, lavender is not an expensive oil. Lemon
no,
is not an expensive oil. Peppermint for stomach aches. Oh my goodness. I used that yesterday on my husband. He had an
yeah,
upset tummy. So,
mm,
you know, we're very fortunate
yeah,
that we have access to the technology to extract these oils, whereas in the old days, thousands of years ago, it was way more complicated, and only very rich people could afford some of these
yeah,
oils. So
yeah.
it was, your wealth was measured by what oils you could buy, for example, or what tea you could bring. Like Earl Grey tea is a black tea, a Psalm tea, and then laced with bergamot oil, and that's
Bergamot,
what
yeah,
makes it this wonderful taste that I love. That's my
yeah,
favorite tea.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, I think that's a great class for us to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I am just so happy I ran into you. So maybe we should share real quick how we actually met. And
Yeah.
we were was it 2 years ago or a year ago,
I think
Rebecca?
it's 2 years ago now. It is
God,
2 years.
time flies. It's amazing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was introduced. I had in front of my house a package of water, and I thought, who on earth would be sending me water? And somebody was sending me 12 cans of this alkaline water, or what was it called again? I can't even remember. I
Truly,
think
truly.
Truly, it was called
Truly
Truly.
water. Yeah,
Truly,
and it had minerals.
We can't remember. We work for them.
I think the universe set it up just so you and I could meet.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, we were in this water company with these mineral infused waters, but Rebecca was running the company in the United Kingdom, and then somehow it all collapsed. And anyway, make a long story short, we decided to remain friends, and we realized both that we have a passion for essential oils and healing and wellness. And so with my new podcast, Petra's Spirit River, I thought, well, maybe we could help people out by doing these small little reels on what the oils exactly do and what some of these companies that carry these oils are putting out to the market. Because there's a toothpaste you can get with essential oils. Right now I'm taking a product that's frankincense with resin and oil, and it's a capsule. And I'm doing it for my brain, and I'm loving that because I have to write every day, and sometimes I have writer's block, and then I take a couple of those and I come right back. So yeah.
I think it was definitely fate, and I just want to say, when you said I was running the company and the company went down, it wasn't me.
No, you were not running the company. You were running the branch of it you were hired for. They closed the United Kingdom, right?
Yeah, they closed the UK. They pulled out completely.
Yeah.
It was, and it was such a shame because again, that was another learning journey about hydration and how important hydration is in the body to help your essential oils go around your body. Your body needs to be hydrated, and you need all your electrolytes and your minerals in your body to be the conduit for all the good things that go around our bodies to help us be well. So it was actually a good product and a real shame, but we met, which is the more important thing. So that's brilliant.
I was impressed by you, Rebecca.
Oh, thank
Your
you.
teaching skills, your ability to relate to people, and your knowledge. It was so impressive, and so I'm very thankful for you to be here and to help with this podcast.
I
And
know you're very welcome.
yeah, and hopefully we will make a difference as time goes on in other people's lives to share this information. And thank you for being here.
Oh,
Truly.
you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And I think it's just a great time as well for us to share this information, because it really does worry me and frustrate me that people are not being given the right information about using essential oils. And, if anybody ever says to me, oh, I've tried essential oils and they don't work, my first question is always, what did you buy? Where did you buy it? And we've got a great class coming up, talking about quality, why that matters, what to look out for, because there are so many different oils in the marketplace. There really are. And you don't know whether you're buying good oils or not good oils. And I think there are a lot of people out there making the essential oil world look not as great as it is because of their greed for money. And hopefully we can dispel a lot of those myths with our podcasts as well.
Exactly.
Mm.
So we will be back next week. And have we decided what we're going to teach?
I don't mind. What do you want to teach? What should we teach?
Ooh, should we begin with frankincense?
If you'd like, yes.
Okay.
As it's the king of essential oils, let's do a class on frankincense.
Let's do a class on frankincense, and much of this information, so any links or any information that you might need to do your own research, will be in the notes on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And Rebecca's information will be there as well. Yeah, we're excited to come to you each week with information that hopefully will make your life just a little bit easier. And again, Rebecca, thank you for being here. And thank you
My
to
pleasure.
for coming to join Spirit River Podcast. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Bye.